Gosh, Pamela looks like the type that would make you wait in line for like 3 hours at the DMV because you missed a comma on your forms. Am I wrong, guys?
Tony!
Shivani! Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back! You've got Diamond Dave Damone. I'm Mason Quinn. Guys, today we are checking out episode 12, The Lucky Ones, of season 11 of The Walking Dead. Now, if the other episodes in this season have been any indication whatsoever, we are going pedal to the metal all the way to the end. And I know a lot of you out there are hoping that Daryl doesn't get the Rick storyline.
From the comics. And folks, it's hard to say this, we only have 12 episodes left. 12 episodes left of The Walking Dead. Yeah, there's spin-offs, but it's not going to be the same. Oh, with that being said, let's go!
Just dumb luck, honestly. I found the radio parts in a dumpster. They'd never be left there for security reasons. Someone clearly thought it was trash. Just needed some love.
Oh, so Stephanie, Max, whatever you want to call her right now, has a pretty good brain for the electronics here.
Unless there's a critical question needs answering. Cake, cone, or waffle.
That's how we started talking. My people are uber cautious. I never thought about leaving this place before. I never let myself believe it was possible. But then my brother got involved.
Oh.
I investigated a massive communications breach. Hornsby's all over it. Tell me it wasn't you. Tell me that you were not about to sneak out to meet some stranger at a rail yard.
Damn. They picked up everything.
Yeah.
It's dangerous, especially for me and you.
Wonder what he meant by that, especially me and you.
Yeah.
And then you turn up with some other girl calling herself Stephanie.
It wouldn't happen to be Rocky Road there, would it?
Oh, she was right there. With
Yep. So remember that they did show that part, but not this part.
Yeah. Haven't had ice cream in 10 years.
Can I get you anything else?
A day without my son acting like a little asshole?
That was pretty funny.
Yes.
What's he planning?
I don't know.
Guy in the orange armor who hates me? That's your brother?
That's his job to hate him.
You're Stephanie?
I'm Max.
Wow.
There is no Stephanie.
Sorry.
Come on, Eugene. She had to use a different name.
Yeah, he's got
that makes sense now.
He's got to put that together. Smart guy.
Eugene, so in the comic, her name is Stephanie, but in the show, they made it Stephanie, but her real name is Max because she needed a code name so the airwaves wouldn't get,
Yep.
Lance and all those guys onto her trail.
Yep.
I see. I like it.
And it's Mercer's job to hate his little sister's boyfriends. You're supposed to do that. So come on. What did you expect?
I like how they finally gave us that backfill of all those
Yes.
gaps that everyone was trying to figure out. Folks, we just want to give you a huge thank you to all of you that even watched for 1 second of our reactions and all the comments. Everything is fantastic. Thank you for being on this journey with us. Gosh, 12 more episodes to go.
Let's keep it going.
Let's go.
I'm not convinced we
Oh,
need to
he
stretch
wants
our
to-
resources like this. Grow your empire further than your power can extend and lose your empire. This doesn't go well, we're out.
Give it a chance, Pam. I really think you might be surprised.
Yeah. Aaron's trying to make it all nice, like when your parents are coming home after a party.
Well, remember, Aaron used to do this.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Aaron knows this game.
Mm-hmm. His character has been phenomenal this season, the arc of it.
Care for the grand tour?
I would expect nothing less.
Look at him wearing his white slacks. He's going to be turning on the charm.
Water, solar panels, a crop system.
Who is the engineer?
No one, actually. Plans from the leader of an allied community, Maggie.
How do you keep a place like this safe with it being so isolated?
Fought a lot of fights.
Sure did.
Yeah.
What'd you do before all this?
Are we going to find out?
Doesn't matter.
No.
Teased it.
Gosh, are we ever going to find out about
That's
Daryl?
just how I remember her.
What, you knew her?
Used to cross paths quite a bit in philanthropy circles back in the day.
Deanna. Who's Deanna?
But it fell.
But we always brought it right back.
It fell more than once.
Yeah.
We've got a breach. Stay here, man.
Stay here, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'll just go with you. Oh, never mind.
How did you lose, Deanna?
She was bitten.
Did she turn?
We had to put her down, yes.
I think I've seen enough here.
Ah, that face.
Yeah, that face wasn't exactly showing confidence.
No.
She was there for a cup of coffee, barely.
I was told this is pre-op blood work.
Surgery. To take out this tumor. I thought I was still on the list.
Now you're at the top of that list.
Oh, Carol. Can't believe Lance pulled that off.
It's paid up.
Oh, and it's paid.
However it came to pass, I'm going to take good care of you, Ezekiel.
Wow.
Just like that.
All right.
It's
I
still,
dig it.
It's still weird having to hear about money and stuff.
I know the currency.
This is so freaking awesome!
Big Jer.
How did this happen? Maybe it's coincidence, maybe it's a clerical error, maybe it's divine intervention. You think you deserve a little luck?
Oh, come on, Zeke. Don't go digging for the reason. Just accept it.
They're at Oceanside.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, we haven't
haven't-
seen Oceanside in a while.
Yeah, we haven't heard of Oceanside in like almost like 2 seasons.
They're probably fine.
They were in season 10, but still feels like 2 seasons. Holy cow, it's actually happening, folks. The amount of comments that we got, it's finally happening.
I'm excited to have you as partners of the commonwealth.
Oh, she's all about them.
Something wrong?
We spoke to Maggie Ree. She told us she's not partnered with you all.
We offered Hilltop the same agreement, but Maggie declined.
If Maggie decides to partner with you, we will too, out of respect for her.
Why would Oceanside want to do that, though?
I mean, I get the loyalty, but come on, Oceanside.
They have so
Let's
much to
hear it.
offer.
Yeah.
Should have known about Rachel and Hilltop.
As I'm a mind reader,
It looks like we're not prepared.
it looks like you're not prepared. You didn't anticipate this? It's not my problem.
Is Maggie gonna make this difficult for us? Oh, fabulous. So if Maggie says no and Oceanside walks, Alexandria is cut off.
Yeah, Aaron. Get in the game, dude.
He just seems like he's exhausted from all this nonsense and politics. Oh, boy.
That has to be the Hilltop. Oh, Maggie lost the horse.
The horses in this show. Oh, dang.
You know, in a sense, it's been a reunion for those two right there a little bit.
Yeah.
Why do you trust these people?
So as we do. But when do I ever?
Boom. I like it. Daryl's always straight shooter.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to come with us? You don't have to do this alone.
Sorry to interrupt. We have some extra rifles with us. Governor Milton proposed that we all go hunting.
Now remember, we did see Pam's a hunter.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if they're actually going to show us her in action a little bit, see if she's a good shot.
Hope she doesn't pull a Dick Cheney with Maggie.
I'll go with Maggie and you boys pair off. Don't need a minder this time, General. We'll be fine.
Yeah, this is just her way of getting a little one-on-one with Maggie, this whole facade.
Yeah, wants to get to know her.
I don't believe in luck.
That's interesting. I mean, luck is about opportunity. I don't know anybody who's had more opportunity than you.
Cards on the table, Maggie. I didn't want to come on this tour. I have thousands of people under my care. Everything costs something.
Yeah, like our crew doesn't know that.
Yeah.
The right allies make us stronger. Meeting all of you, hearing all your stories, has confirmed what I've always believed. There is a natural order to things that has vanished. That order needs to be restored. I'm offering you the same thing Pact with Oceanside did. Someone who has your back.
Yeah, but nothing's free. So what does she want?
Jerry said you had a checkup today?
It's a funny thing. Tommy said I was scheduled for surgery.
That's good. That's great.
He's like, what did
Showing
you do?
the cards. It's amazing how well she can pretend in front of others, but then when it's in front of Zeke, it's just like, I can't hide it.
Yeah, she can't.
It's cheating. Why would you do that?
Because I don't want you to die? Pamela Milton would think twice before doing the same thing for her shitty son.
Very good point. And I wish I understand where Zeke's coming from, but it's like Jerry said, just take it, man.
Yep.
Lesser men have been given more and done nothing with it.
I leave the way I was taught by Deanna and Georgie.
The Commonwealth is fair.
Yeah, but you drive a nicer car.
I have more responsibilities than the average worker. A leader has to give her people something to look up to.
What a joke. At least I think it's a joke.
I mean, I kind of see where they're both coming from.
I do too.
Because like everybody can't just be the same regardless of your skills or abilities.
Ooh, finally gonna see her in action.
Pamela doesn't get dirty with knives.
You know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of Daryl and Martinez in season 3 when they're fighting in the silos.
Yep.
Where Daryl's throwing it, he's using a bat, showing off, and Andrea just walks off.
Do you regret coming here?
Do you? We all get to be together and everyone's safe.
And you're not
So it
starving.
works for now. I miss going outside the walls. I miss the freedom that we used to have. But it'll come.
It's true. Pam did say that they're not forced to stay. So, I mean, kind of take the protection now, especially for the little one.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie broke up with me. She broke up with me. She wasn't who I thought she was.
Whoa.
I was wondering when you come back.
Boy, they came a long way, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like maybe some things just can't be fixed, you know? It feels kind of pointless sometimes.
Is it okay if we hand out some supplies? We have more than enough.
Sure. Thank you.
Gosh, you know, Lance has a great pretend face, but something's always going on in the back there.
Yeah.
And Lydia, let's not overlook Lydia's chatter there.
Yeah.
She's blunt about how dire they are here at Hilltop.
Yep. I think Lance handing out the food is going to show the people there that they can get something.
I guess not all places are as lucky as Alexandria.
Not all places are as lucky as Commonwealth. Are you coming around?
Never seen Mercer laugh before.
You've done good stuff for us, so I don't know, I'll give you that.
Just don't get too comfortable. The only reason you're out of your armor is because someone thought it'd be good for appearances.
Wow.
Oh, Mercer's dropping some hints.
See, I'm telling you, the bromance is coming. Let's get it.
Lucky coin. When I was a kid, I thought it was made of gold. Turns out it's just gold-plated. It's the same as a lowly nickel.
Just like Lance.
How do you get out all this?
You're in over your head.
You haven't answered my question.
Maggie, do you really believe that Hilltop is the best you'll ever have? We can have so much more. Imagine being able to pick Herschel up from a concert at the Commonwealth, but a university.
Maggie's not buying any of this shit.
Imagine the world you want to build.
Am I wrong here? She's starting to bite?
No, he's just like the coin. He's got gold on the outside and junk on the inside. And that's how his whole story is, and Maggie knows it.
What?
Oh, somebody set that up.
Yeah. All right, you can see Mercer in action.
Big backdrop. Yeah.
Oh, that's their alarm system.
Yeah.
And, okay, so they got broke. Never mind. Whoa.
You know, I was standing right here.
How did Elisha not get hit?
What? If those were stormtroopers, they'd all be 86th.
Imagine not having to deal with this every time that alarm goes off.
Stupid Dave. Get it together.
I mean, look around. We need this.
It is good to see that she is not just a background character and actually made it this far.
Yeah, she's come along 100%.
The Hilltop's going to pass on your offer.
I knew it. The people are going to be so mad at Hilltop.
It's like you said, everything costs something.
It's just like the Saviors, only different. They didn't come in taking stuff. They came in offering things to buy them. Oh, Lance. He's getting the look. He's getting the look.
No, please don't. Shut the door.
Is anyone else seeing this, that Eugene is like being totally watched? So, I mean, I get that vibe. Like, there's no way that Lance just said, all right, go do your thing. We're done with you.
Yeah, we're done with you.
There's no way. I could be really wrong on that, by the way.
I'm so sorry, Max. I was bruised and confused. I let Orange get inside my head. I let an imposter into my heart. I let her read my manuscript.
Manuscript?
Well, I burned it now.
You let her read it?
I thought it was you.
I know, but after all that time we spent together, no, it wasn't me.
Now she's giving him heat.
Well, there was a part of me that always wondered if our connection was all in my head.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
I never meant to hurt you, Max. How can I make this up to you? Will you allow me to try?
How does she not understand the situation that he was just in?
She should.
Can I read your novel?
You came upon me whilst I was burning the physical copy.
You didn't make the district attorney corrupt.
Certainly not. That would have surprised exactly no one.
These two are just two pieces of pod.
Diane, I'm leaving, Maggie. Some of the others are coming with me.
Yep.
You need to be careful who you trust.
I think she's done being careful.
It's harder than it has ever been, and it doesn't have to be. I respect the hell out of you, but I can't do this anymore.
You know, honestly, that's fair. Loyalty can only go so far, and you got to protect your own.
I'm tired of starving every day. Well, what's Maggie thinking, though? Realistically, how is she going to compete with that?
Yeah.
It's time to go home.
We still have Alexandria.
It's a bold move trying to bring 3 new communities into the fold. Someone needs to run them, right?
Be at your discretion.
I'm going to pretend that you were doing this for the good of the Commonwealth.
Oh, she's on to him.
Well, yeah, she's been with him for so long. She knows what kind of guy he is.
You've been ambitious our whole lives, Lance. If you want to try and make it work, fine. But if your job at home starts to suffer, there will be consequences. Commonwealth always comes first.
That's so something a boss would say.
I kind of like Pam's attitude right there. Whoa.
So he gets his aggression out.
Therapy time for Lance? Like,
he's clearly a good shot. He's doing headshots at like 25, 30 yards with a snub nose.
Lance, you okay?
A plus.
A plus. I was just going to say, shooting that, why wouldn't anyone hear that?
Yeah.
Pamela's on board. In fact, we're going to bring even more people in. We are going to remake the world.
He knows what he has to do now. She's in the way. Wow.
Now, this you could say was definitely a slower pace-ish. And I know some people said that about the Eugene episode, but I liked the foundation they just laid for Lance. Not that it wasn't obvious before, but now it's set.
Yep. Yeah, and it really shows that Pamela kind of knew what was going on all the time with Lance, and obviously she would, right? You live with somebody that long, you learn what kind of person they are. She's got her feelers into everything, so she kind of knows. But the fact that Lance told Aaron, everything's all good, she's on board, and the way he was acting, he's got plans for Pamela. And let's not discount how good of a shot Lance is, because that was important, I thought.
Therapy time.
To show him making those shots at like 25, 30 yards offhand with a snub-nosed revolver. Not easy, guys. Not easy at all. Also, the last little thing I wanted to touch on, I'll let Diamond Dave take over, was that story about the coin that his grandfather gave him. I thought was really interesting with, it's gold on the outside, but inside it's just, whatever, nickel trash, whatever, which is exactly what Lance is and exactly what he's trying to sell Maggie the whole time. And like we were saying, they don't need to win over Maggie. They have to win over the people, and then everybody else will come and Maggie's left with nothing but her bad attitude. So that's what they did.
I will actually talk about the little pinpoints of Maggie and Pamela. That was great to see their dynamic. It reminded me little tiny little shades, not to the full extent here, folks, but Governor and Rick having talks, Rick and Negan having talks, and then I think you made the cut, maybe you didn't, where Maggie was throwing the knife and Pamela had the rifle.
Yeah.
That totally reminded me of season 3 with Daryl and Martinez when Governor and Rick were having their chat.
Yeah.
It was all shades, not the full extent, but shades. We clearly see Maggie is very, very stubborn. Not that we didn't see that at the beginning of the season with Negan, but she is really set in her ways. And I get where she's coming from, because how many times have we seen new communities, right? And it just turns out to be absolutely horrible. And you're right. Winning the people over, don't need to win Maggie over, because if there's not people there for Maggie needs to either go back to Alexandria or join the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
But
because how long are the people going to want to sit there and just scrape by day to day when they've had to have heard the stories about the Commonwealth? I mean, Eugene's just pounding ice cream, like it's going out of style, and they've got medical facilities and everything. But Maggie's trying to sell them on being happy living out in an abandoned museum, essentially.
Yeah. And Lydia painted the picture real clear to Daryl that what's the point in fighting like this anymore when we can just go here? And I get it. I mean, after
you and I
all
talked
these
about
years,
that in the beginning of the season.
All these years of just fighting, just trying to survive, and now you actually have a community. Granted, now there's some slimy parts to that community, but I think, you know, as they rebuild the world, you're gonna have that.
You're gonna have that. Somebody's got to grease the wheels, right? And
and Mercer keeps dropping those hints too.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see how the dynamic of the CRM and the Commonwealth come into play here, because the CRM in the World Beyond had an awesome schooling and all these scientists, right? And it was just like, why would you tear this down? But at the same time, you know why they had to tear it down.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy how all this good comes with all this bad, and then it's almost you hit the restart every time. So I'm really looking forward to what's coming next, because it's I'm not trying to give too much away from the comics, but this Daryl storyline right now is really falling in line hard with the Rick Grimes story, because I'll just stop right there. I don't want to give too much away if you're already watching this part and you don't know too much about the comics, but it's just getting interesting, folks.
And, you know, our group is at a point where they've completely exhausted all the resources that used to be left in the old world. So everything they're going to have to build, they got to start now. And it isn't like you can just plant a garden and have food. It isn't like you can just have an animal and then all of a sudden you have food. All this stuff takes time to develop and to build a community. And you can't do that if you're constantly fighting and on the run. And I think that's what the people are seeing, that Lance is essentially winning over. So I think in the future episodes, we're going to see Crooked Lance.
Give me some Crooked Lance. He's so entertaining.
Try to get rid of Pamela, his competition. And it was interesting that Pamela said she'd known Lance her whole life. I don't recall if they had a backstory on that or not. I don't recall, but that was interesting to see. So
I'm really, not to cut you off.
Yep.
If Pamela knows how the real Lance, why has she kept him along all this time? That's my question.
Yeah, he's probably useful and good at his job, but he's also ambitious and, you know, keep your friends close and your enemies closer, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, that's the wrap up for this episode of Walking Dead.
12 episodes left, folks.
Pedal to the metal. We're getting there, and we're going to see Rick Grimes real soon, I hope.
We're calling it. We're calling it right now. Let's get everyone's hopes up. Rick Grimes, last episode. Bring it.
We'll see ya.